Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today I have three really cute projects I would like to share with you. So let's get started. For this first project, I'm just taking one of these pictures with the foam flowers, and I'm going to take off the flowers, and then I'm just taking the backing out so that I can paint the frame. So at first I tried to use the black Americana acrylic paint and the foam sponge thing. And that just was not working for me. So I decided that I was going to try the elephant chalk paint from Waverly, and still use the foam brush, and that was a little bit better, but it just wasn't what I wanted. So I decided to mix them all up. And I'm still using that foam brush. And then I, realized that that's just not working. So I just grab a regular paintbrush, and I am going to give the frame 2 coats. It just covered so much better with just a regular brush. But anyway, so I give it 2 coats of that paint. Now I'm just going to use my heat gun to try to dry the frame a little bit better. And then I also use it to try to get the glue off of where those flowers were. And they kind of gave me a bit of a problem. I ended up having to use a screwdriver, because that's what I had available to me at that moment, to pick off the glue that was still there. So once I get all of that off, I do give it just a little bit of a sanding, and then I'm gonna take this adhesive spray that I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to coat the backing of that frame, and I am going to put the black and white check paper that I got in it's a book of just like buffalo check paper from Hobby Lobby. And once I get that all done, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut off the edges. It doesn't really matter if you don't get everything, because it's going back in that frame and it won't be seen. And then I just give it a coat of Mod Podge on the top, just to kind of protect the paper, I guess. And the reason I didn't use Mod Podge on the bottom is because it gives too many wrinkles, at least for me anyway. And I have a hard time getting the wrinkles out once they're there. So anyway, I'm just covering this with 1 coat of the Mod Podge. So now that that's dry, I'm just going to pop that back into the frame, and I'm going to close that up, and that's the end of that portion. I did do just a little bit of touch up with the black paint. Anyway, these frame... Lord have mercy. These handles I got at Walmart quite a while ago, and so I figured I would use them. I was going to use just some of the super glue and hot glue, and they just gave me a heck of a time staying on. This is just a decorative piece, so I'm not really too worried about it. I managed to get them to stay, and that's really all that mattered to me. So now I wanted to give it something more. It was kind of plain. And I have this like vine ball that I got from Amazon, but it was too wide. So I decided that I was going to, see, there's that handle again. So anyways, I decided that I was going to just use some of the rub-on transfers to give it just a little something extra. And now that I have gotten the handles to stay, that is the end of this project. I think it came out really cute in the end, and again, it'll just be sitting there for decoration. Let me know what you guys think. So this next piece, I saw, I believe her name is Savannah. Anyway, I will link her video in the description box. But I am taking these 3 boxes, the different sizes, and I'm taking the little metal piece from the front off. And then I am going to take that wash and dry, kind of looks like a surfboard or something. But anyways, so I'm going to also take the, I guess I'm taking the stickers off first. But then I am going to take that wash and dry, and I'm going to heat that up as well to get the little clothespins that were glued on there off. And I also take the hanger off, and I'm going to fill in those holes as well. As you can see, I'm trying to peel off as much of that paper as I can, but it started flaking and I couldn't deal with that. So I'm just taking my sanding block from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to give it a little light sanding. And there I am filling the holes. And because everything was such a mess, I decided I was going to take out another potty pad. And I just tried to peel a little bit more off. It didn't work. Anyway, I took some Waverly chalk paint in celery. And I am going to give the ironing board, surfboard, whatever you want to call it, 2 coats of the celery chalk paint. And then also the boxes are going to get 2 coats. Now, I guess I lost some of the footage, but I did take some of the Waverly white chalk paint and just did a little bit of dry brushing on all of the pieces. And now I'm just trying to line everything up, and I am going to use some super glue as well as the hot glue to attach this box, or all 3 boxes, to this board. And once I got them all attached, I went back and I put all of those little, I don't know, metal brackets, I guess. I put them all back on in case I wanted to, put a little label in there at some point. So yeah, I put them all back on, all 3 of them. And now I'm going to put one of those transfers on the top of this shelf, just to kind of cutesy it up a little bit. And then once that was done, I did a little bit of touch up, and that was it. Off camera, I did add 2 of the small stir sticks to the back just to kind of strengthen it a little bit. But I think it's so, so sweet. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think. And now for this last project, I am taking 5 of these 8x10 frames. They're actually pictures, I guess, and I saved a couple of them. But anyways, I am just opening all of them up, and then I am going to take all of the pictures, the backing, and the glass out, so that I can paint all of the frames. And now that I've got everything out, I'm just going to take the frames and I give them 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint. Now I'm just moving them off to the side a little bit so that they can dry a little bit more. And I'm going to get rid of that potty pad. I don't need it anymore. And now I am going to take the backing, and I have these gray scrapbooking paper. And I think they're really, really pretty. But anyways, so I am taking the backing and I am just tracing them all out. I am going to cut the pieces of paper, keep them with the back that I used to, trace it. And yeah, I do that for all 5 of them. And that's it for that. So I am taking just a paper towel, and I'm just kind of wiping down the glass, all the fuzz and everything. I'm just going to put the piece of glass back in the frame and the paper and the backing. I didn't attach the paper to anything. It's just kind of in there like a picture. And that's it for this part. And now I'm just taking this tile, I guess it's for backsplash or something, I don't know. I got it at Dollar Tree. And I am cutting the rounded pieces, you'll see in a second. There we go. I'm cutting all of those pieces off of this tile. So that I end up with the four, kind of rounded pieces and then the center piece. Now I'm just going to do a test drive with these corner pieces, and then I line up all, or actually just four of the frames, so that they make a sort of window look. And I'm going to put those corner pieces in each one of those frames. And then I will take the center one, or the fifth one, and put it on top of the other four, as you can see here. And then I put the cross piece in the top one. It'll all make sense in just a few minutes. So I am going to attach all four of these frames together. So I used some super glue and some hot glue, and I'm just holding them together until they kind of, cure a little bit. And then I will do the same to the bottom two, and then I will attach all four of them together. So once it's all attached, I flipped it over, and I'm taking some of these popsicle sticks that I got from Walmart, I believe. They're not the real big ones, but they're good sized. Anyway, so I am just taking them, and I'm going to put them on the back to kind of reinforce this a little bit. now that it's reinforced and isn't going to fall apart on me, I hope anyway, I am going to attach the middle piece. And I'm using just a little marker. I'm making a little tiny spot so that I know where to put the popsicle sticks, because I wanted to put some in the front as well, just to, again, make sure that it's reinforced, but they'll be hidden under the top picture frame. And once I attached the middle frame, I decided to go through, because there was a lot of gaps between each of the frames. So I just took the glue gun and just went through and filled in all of those spots. And I do end up going back with the Waverly white chalk paint, and I am able to cover them up so that they're not very visible. So once they're all attached, I take those corner pieces and the centerpiece and just attach them to the glass. And then once that was done, I just decided to take some of the elephant chalk paint and just kind of go in and kind of distress things a little bit. And I also put some on the stickers just to kind of tone them down a little bit because they were very, very shiny. And here you can see I'm going in with that Waverly White chalk paint to try to cover up the hot glue. And that's it for this project. I think it came out so beautiful. I really, really like this one. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch my video. If you have not been to my channel yet, I hope that you will consider going and checking out the rest of my videos. And maybe hit that subscribe button and don't forget the bell. And give me a great big thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time. Bye.